Welcome to today's creation. I'm Caven. Let's get started and see how I made this. These are going to be my colours for today's pour. They're all from the Eraldo di Paolo brand, except for this one, which is the Mont Marte Supercell pouring paint, which I've been trialling, and I must say I've been really happy with the results of this. So we've got a cool red, a metallic blue, a metallic violet, some kind of green that I mixed up, a metallic green, metallic copper, and this is a mixture of plain black and metallic black. So the black is going to be for my base today, and I am going to be doing an open cup pour today. I'm going to be using this highly sophisticated little tool, which is, or was, a tin of beans, as my open cup. My pouring medium today, 50% PVA, 25% water, 25% Floetrol. And I've added a couple of drops of this silicone oil from Mont Marte into each of my colours, but not the black and not the gold, because it already has something secret mixed up in it. I'll be pouring today on this synthetic paper by the paper mill and bought from Riot. It's A3 size, 200 GSM, and it's absolutely wonderful for acrylic paint and also for alcohol inks. It's smooth and glossy, and it takes acrylic paint beautifully. So I have my cup of tea and I am ready to go. So let's do this. This is the roller that I'm going to use, stolen from my husband's shed. It's a little bit damp and it should roll the paint nicely across the surface. So now my black paint is spread completely over my base. Pop the roller into the water straight away, otherwise it will be impossible to clean. I'm going to put a little bit more black as a puddle. That should do it. Into the puddle goes my highly sophisticated open cup tool, and we're going to start with some colours. So I think that's going to be enough paint now. I'm just helping it to come out the bottom. Now, because I don't want to be left with a coloured hole in the middle, I am going to twist it around a little bit, at the same time releasing more paint. And I'm hoping that I'll get a nice little swirly gig in the middle. Now I think I might torch this first today. My trusted little gas torch, just bought from Bunnings. Just gently. Still got a lot of paint on here. I just want to pop some air bubbles. Okay, that's enough for now. Now it's time to do some tipping and stretching. Trying to bring it back to the middle before you go in another direction. So let's have a bit of a look at the composition. This is where I ended. You can see that kind of little circle here, and then the others come out in circle patterns as well. A lovely, lovely ring of gold around here. Not too much of the darker green came through, some of the purple, and quite a lot of this lighter metallic blue. Now these colours look pale at the moment, but they are going to darken up as they dry. So the end result will probably be quite different from the colours that you can see here now. But I love it. I love this mixture of little black and purple speckles and gold. I'll take you in just for a slightly closer look so you can see what I mean. See down in this corner down here? It's really lovely. And I've got lots of colours in the cells. And lots of gold, which is what I was hoping for. The thing I absolutely love about fluid painting is that you never know where it's going to take you. Sometimes a piece of fluid art like this can be totally beautiful just by itself and left untouched. Other times you can let your imagination go wild and you can see things in the painting which makes you want to embellish it a little bit. So I don't know whether I'll embellish this one or not. Depends on how it dries. But I'm very, very pleased with the result of this. So I'm going to let this dry, and then I'm going to bring you straight back and show you the dried results. And here's the dried result. The colours are absolutely beautiful. I also managed to pull some really nice skins from around the edges that I'll be able to use in something. But just look at this. The colours are stunning. I'm bringing you closer so you can have a better look. I have a bit of glare from the light. The camera doesn't do it justice. It's just beautiful. The gold and the aqua are just stunning. Now, I said I wasn't going to do any more work on this one because I absolutely love the colours. The gold and the teal is just beautiful. But having looked at it again, I think I do want to do a little bit of work in here, just in the teal section, I think. So where these lines have become just a little bit blurred or they've merged in with the next big cell, I think I'm going to just define them with a little bit of black work. So that's what the plan is. I'm going to use my black Artistro paint pen. These pens are water-based, which is really good because if you need to do any blending, you can just do it with a little paintbrush and a little bit of water. So the plan is, with my paint pen, I'm just going to highlight, or just make it a little bit clearer and more distinct, some of these black lines. I'm not going to do very much because it is so beautiful and I don't want to ruin it. But just where I think it could be made a little bit more distinct. So lines like this one, which have kind of filled in with the teal paint. So you can see here where I didn't have a line showing up before, now I do. I'll do the same with this one here and show you the difference. So that's the one that I just did there. Just trying to make them a little bit more distinct. Okay, I couldn't help myself. I'm going to go around and add just a little bit of shadow around some of these cells, which means just a little bit of shading with my brush around here, and that will give it a little bit of depth. I should have realized that once I started doing some line work, I wouldn't be able to stop. So this is how it's looking at the moment. Got a bit of glare there. I've just done some line work around the blue areas and around these areas here. I've tried to add some shadow so that it looks as though this whole part here is a little bit above the background. Still got quite a bit of work to do, I think, in order to achieve that effect. Here's an update on what I've been doing to this particular painting. I knew it was a mistake to start putting shading in because once I started I couldn't stop. So first of all I put the black areas in to make it look as though this area here and this area here was behind these areas here. And once I'd done that, I then decided to make this one look as though it's on top of this one, hence the black shading through here. And then after that, I thought, well, I have to put some white shading in to sort of show a bit of light source coming in. And as I said, once I started, I just couldn't stop. So what I'm going to do now is just continue to work on these areas a little bit. I'm really pleased with the way it's going, but some of this white I think is just a little bit too much, especially around here. So I'm going to tinge it a little bit with some gold. I'll use this metallic acrylic gold from Mont Marte, and I'm just going to go over the edges that I've done in white. Just tone them down a little bit and bring a little bit more gold into it, I think, and see how that goes. But I'm definitely not doing anything more to these areas here. No, no, no. If I start, once again, I won't be able to stop. The minute I outline one of these, that'll be it. I'll be outlining everything. Okay, I'm pretty sure that I'm done with this one now. Once again, I couldn't help myself and I had to add a few more in here. So now, I have it slightly tilted so that it doesn't get the glare. So now what I've got is these ones here should be on top of this area here. And this area here should be on top of this area here. And this area here should be on top of this area here. That's what I was hoping to achieve. Reminds me of a meteor storm. What do you think? I'd love you to let me know in the comments below. I'm actually really happy with the way this turned out.